Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always. What are we looking at today?
Well, today we're going deep into the world of meme coins.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, those cryptocurrencies that, well, a lot of them kind of started as like internet jokes,
Yeah.
but now they're really starting to make some noise in the crypto space.
Yeah, for sure. Some of them are getting pretty serious.
Yeah, and we're going to take a look at some of these top contenders, see if they have, what it takes to really go beyond just hype and deliver some actual value.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I mean, where are we getting all this info from?
So all this intel is coming from the Crypto Gold Rush podcast,
hmm
specifically their episode on the top 5 meme coins for 2025.
Okay, cool.
But just quickly, before we dive in, remember, this isn't financial advice. Crypto investments, it's risky business.
Right.
Always.
Always.
Always do your own research.
Absolutely. So what's the word on the street about these meme coins then? Like, how are they changing?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because they've really evolved, right? Like they started as this kind of like playful commentary on crypto culture.
Mm.
But now some of them are actually developing some serious projects and really trying to shake off that just a meme image.
Yeah, they're trying to grow up a bit, it seems like.
Exactly, exactly. And one example that the podcast talks about is Shiba Inu.
Oh, yeah, Shiba Inu, the Dogecoin killer.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That
been dubbed the Dogecoin killer. And it's not just about, pictures of cute dogs anymore.
Right.
They're actually building a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting about their ecosystem, it's more than just like a decentralized exchange, right? Like they're
Yeah.
doing things like Shiba Swap, which has got, the token staking, the yield farming, trying to attract users who are looking for, a little bit of that passive income. They've got
Yeah.
their NFTs and even a metaverse project that's, in development. And there's been a lot of buzz about their recent token burns and also like whale accumulation.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. Can we break down like the token burns and the whale accumulation? What exactly does that mean and how does that work?
Sure. So with token burns, basically the project is permanently removing tokens from circulation.
Okay.
Think of it kind of like burning dollar bills, right? There are fewer in existence, so each one that's left theoretically is worth a little bit more. Whale accumulation, on the other hand, that's when you have like the big holders, they come in and buy up, a massive amount of a particular cryptocurrency, and that can, potentially drive up the price.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, it sounds like Shiba Inu is really trying to like distance itself from that meme label.
Yeah.
Is that genuine or is that just kind of, clever marketing?
Well, I guess that's the question, isn't it? Like, are they really in it for the long haul, or is this just a way to kind of pump up the price?
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless, they are putting in the effort to be seen as more than just a meme. And I think that's interesting in itself.
Yeah. And it kind of goes back to what Crypto Gold Rush was talking about, like that whole concept of real world use cases.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hype can only take you so far, right? At the end of the day, a meme coin actually needs to have real world applications to be able to, really survive long term.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at Dogecoin, right? It started as this total joke,
Mm-hmm.
but then gained traction. It's got a ton of community support. People like Elon Musk were endorsing it.
Right. Right.
And now you've got businesses accepting it for payments. Even charities are using it for donations.
It's crazy how much it's grown.
Yeah.
And it even brings up that big question that everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
Could it really hit $1 in 2025?
I mean, that's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, realistically, it would require, significant growth, of course.
Mhm.
But, considering its adoption is growing and the overall crypto market, it's doing its thing. It's not totally impossible.
Yeah. And I mean, while Shiba Inu is kind of focusing on that, the DeFi space, another coin that the podcast talks about is Floki Inu, which is, another coin named after one of Elon Musk's dogs.
Right. Riding that wave.
But they're making a play for the gaming metaverse.
Yeah. So Floki Inu, they're developing this gaming metaverse called Valhalla,
Mm-hmm.
and they're also working on some DeFi products as well.
Okay.
So they're really trying to kind of, tap into that growing popularity of blockchain gaming and decentralized finance.
Right, right. So could you paint a picture for us? Like, how would this Valhalla metaverse actually work?
Well, the details are still kind of emerging, but you can imagine like a virtual world where, players can actually own in-game assets, potentially like earn rewards, interact with each other,
Mm-hmm.
but all in this decentralized way. And the idea is that by using blockchain technology, it enables true ownership and could even like create these whole new economic models within the game.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And then, we've got another coin that the podcast brought up, Dogecoin Mars.
Hmm.
And it's kind of this, it combines meme culture with that, excitement of space exploration.
Yeah, they're definitely riding that space wave. I mean, there's been tons of speculation about potential partnerships, and they're, really emphasizing this whole community-driven development approach, which of
Yeah.
course is generating a lot of buzz, which could, potentially lead to some price
Oh, right,
increases.
right. And speaking of community, Baby Dogecoin seems to be really tapping into that too, and they're really big on that, like, charitable giving aspect as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Baby Dogecoin, they really emphasize their community focus.
Mhm.
They've got some initiatives supporting animal shelters,
Oh.
which is always great to see, those kind of real world connections.
Mhm.
But what really sets them apart is this hyper deflationary model that they've got.
Okay. And can you break that down a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So basically, with every transaction that happens, a percentage of those tokens, they get burned.
Hmm.
So you're constantly decreasing the supply. The idea being that it makes the coin more scarce, and that can then, drive up the price.
Okay, so, I mean, it's clear that these meme coins, they can be pretty exciting.
Oh, for sure.
But, as with anything in the crypto world, there are risks.
Always. Yeah.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
So do your homework, understand the projects, and know your risk tolerance.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's
Yeah.
all about doing your due diligence, right?
Hmm.
And I think, as you're exploring this space, like something really interesting to think about is, can these meme coins really move beyond just the hype? Like,
Mm.
can they actually become these major players in the crypto world? And will it be that balance, between that meme-driven excitement and actually developing that real-world utility that determines their success?
It's a great question, yeah. And one that everyone should definitely be asking themselves as they're, researching these different coins.
Exactly.
Well, on that note, that wraps up our deep dive for today.
Another one down.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And be sure to check back for our next episode. We'll be exploring another corner of this fascinating crypto world.
Until next time.
See you later.